What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another case study. This one will be relatively quick. It's just after I took a trade in New York on Euro here. So actually, before we start on the fives, always start on the higher time frames here. So I did replay this a bit. Let me get rid of this. One more candle. We'll just cover how I took the trade and how I managed it, where I was targeting, my thought process, all the good stuff. But we had a big sell-off yesterday in FOMC after trapping the sellers at the high, mitigating this wick here, this liquidity block essentially, dumping off, clearing all the buyer liquidity here. Mark that out. So clearing all that liquidity. Perfect. Now going down to the 15-minute. So as we were talking about early in New York, I wasn't too confident in anything, so I wanted to see price play out a little bit more. But you can see we left liquidity at the highs. Okay, so that was something to look at. Went to the 5. We can also see that we have a inducement low here, where we now have induced buyers into and printed a possible inducement high here, just like this. And then if we go into the 15, we can see that we have a liquidity block at the extreme down here. All right, so that's everything I was seeing at the time. I actually didn't even have this liquidity block marked out. I had an idea of what was going down at the extreme. I just essentially wanted price below this inducement low at the least, right? That's why I marked it out. But yeah, so this is where we were sitting. This is New York Open here. So we'll play a price out a bit. We end up running the inducement low, hanging around there for a bit, and I think at news release, 8:30 a.m., we spiked down, tapped that liquidity block, okay, on the 15-minute liquidity block. And I believe from here, yeah, we hang around for a bit, then we get a reaction up, induce sellers at the inducement high, take it. So now we are starting to break to the upside. Since we have taken this inducement low, same concept, same process still applies. We can expect sellers to be trapped at the high here, okay? False reaction, give us some engineered liquidity, pull back, and we can buy into that liquidity, okay? Same thing over and over, nothing too difficult here. So let's wait for a price to, so now printed another impossible inducement low down here. Now we're trading at the high, mitigating this area, ran this little inducement high, and that's where we're now getting that reaction off of. Perfect, so we sell off. Now I'm interested in taking a buy position here. Drag this all the way over. Cool. So let's go on the, when did I take this on? Oh yeah, okay, so I started on the 15-minute, and I saw essentially this whole area here is a liquidity block area, right? So the extreme would be the candle, the actual liquidity block, and this would be the start of the imbalance. So I did like seeing price dip into this imbalance first and then get a move up. I did want us to build some sort of liquidity beforehand, which I believe if we go to the 1 minute, we'll see. Let me mark. So this is the beginning of the 15-minute imbalance right here. Okay. Okay, so we get a little reaction up, we print a high, we come lower, nothing really building liquidity yet, so let's keep playing this out. Okay, we get a reaction up. Now, this is what interested me. Okay, so we get a low, we get a high, get another low. So structurally speaking, this is now their lower low. Now they see this taken, so they think BOS. This is going to be a trap here, right? Now we want to see price run that, trap the buyers, tap into that 15-minute imbalance, aka liquidity block area, okay, and then run away from there. So we hang around at the low for a bit, induce buyers. Now we're starting to trap them. We spike below. So this is where I took my first entry, right at the 15-minute imbalance, and I covered this low down here. Okay, something like this, and I'm targeting the high. Okay, so this is my first entry. Some buyers got trapped here. Again, tap into that 15-minute imbalance, and now we want to see that reaction up, which we get. Perfect. And 1 minute liquidity block given to us right here, and that was my second entry. Tap this in like this. Stop goes below is only 2.2, so open it up a little bit. No need for a 2.2 stop. and to the high we go. Okay, really simple stuff here, honestly, right? Sellers induced, we leave engineered liquidity. Look at all the highs we got here now, tons of liquidity above. So usually this move from A to B will be typically aggressive as well. So these ones are nice to be in. But yeah, see how we induce sellers at the high over here for a little bit. Right over here, perfect. They get trapped and just a beautiful move to the upside from here, just like that. But yeah, quick case study for you guys. Very, very clean stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this study, and I will see you guys on the next one.